Hey guys, welcome back to the How Many More channel with me, Kip. And today we're mixing up a little bit. So instead of talking about sneakers, with summer being here, we're going to talk about slides. And whether that's just wearing them to the beach for your holiday, or whether that's, as they've become now, just part of the everyday fit. There's plenty of different options. So we're going to break down both some of the kind of high street versions in terms of both the pricing and the brands. And then we'll look at some of the designer brands. And of course, we'll let you pick which ones you're going to go for. So let's have a little look. First up, we're going to start with what is probably the most hyped slide of the year, and that is the Yeezy slide. And just like a lot of the Yeezys, these are divided opinion. Everybody seems to either have a love or hate for them. And that's because they've got that quite futuristic sort of look to them, like a lot of the Yeezys, but they're also quite minimalist and quite simple. So these come in a rubber material, and in terms of colorway, we've had quite a few different drops already. So we've had the pure colorway, we've had onyx, glow green, and bone. And these come in at a reasonable-ish price, especially compared to some of the designer slides, and that is at £60. In terms of the availability, they have not been easy to get, and they mostly need a raffle. There hasn't been many drops really, so the raffle is either on Adidas Confirmed app, or sometimes some of the others I've seen on End Clothing, for example, or Sneakers and Stuff. So they are available, and they do seem to be coming up every now and then, but you will probably need to get a raffle. Next up, we've got the Adilet 22 slide that you can see here. These are from Adidas, and that might trigger Kanye a little bit because, as we've seen his complaints online, they do look very similar to the Yeezy slide. But again, they are pretty cool with that kind of futuristic sort of look to them, and the kind of rubber material. But the difference is these are a lot more readily available that you can cop online. So in terms of the colorways, there's been quite a lot of different colors. So we've got like the desert sand, we've had the lime colorway, black, black and grey, and the grey by itself as well, and there seems to be plenty more to come. These are slightly cheaper than the Yeezy slides, coming in at about £45, but in terms of availability, you can get them through drops on either Adidas, and I've also seen them some other places and other retailers like ASOS, Size, and they're becoming a little more difficult to get, and they get a little more hyped as we get closer to summer, but you can actually get them with drops and don't have to be through raffles like the Yeezy slide. Moving on, but sticking with Adidas, we've got the Adidas Original Adilet slide, as you can see here. So they're quite different to the Yeezy slide and the Adilet 22s. So a lot more of a kind of classic look to these slides here, and with the kind of classic three-stripe Adidas that we see on the top. In terms of the colorways, there's been a huge amount of colorways. It's literally endless that you can go for already, so it really depends what you want. In terms of the price, these are cheaper than both of them, so about half the price of the Yeezy slides is about £30. And also a lot cheaper than the Adilet 22s that came in a lot higher as well at £45. In terms of the availability, obviously a lot easier than both the above as well, and you can get them on drops on Adidas, and you can find them in other places and retailers like JD Sports or anything like that as well. So these are another kind of easy to cop and classic slide that will go well in the summer rotation. Next up, we're moving on to the Jordan brand, and we're kicking things off with the Jordan brake slides, as we can see here. So again, very kind of classic look to these with the Jordan logo on the strap. And then material-wise, we've got a synthetic leather and lightweight foam cushioning. So these are really actually kind of lightweight and very comfortable to wear. In terms of the colorway, you've got these ones in the classic black with the white Jumpman logo. We also have them in red and white. Price-wise, again, pretty reasonable compared to some of the others already. So these are coming in at around £29–30, something like that. Availability wise, very easy to get and to cop on things like Nike and other places like End, and retailers like Zalando as well. So these are pretty easy to find and to cop, and so far they're very comfortable, lightweight. So again, another good one to have for the summer rotation. Next up, from the Jordan brand, we've got the Jordan Play slide, which have a slightly different look to the kind of classic look of the Jordan brake slide. So these have a herringbone pattern on the outsole, and then we've got the smaller Jordan logo on the side of the strap. In terms of materials, we've still got this synthetic leather, but with a thick lightweight foam and a textured footbed as well to help with the comfort. In terms of colour, we've got a few different colourways so far that have been released. So we've got them in black, seafoam, white and red. Price wise, slightly more expensive than the brakes. They're coming in at about £37–38. But again, in terms of availability, quite easy to cop on Nike and on other retailers like ASOS. Next up, moving on, and this time from Nike, we've got the Victory 1 slide. So in terms of the appearance, they're very similar to the Jordan Break slide, but replacing the Jordan logo with the Nike logo. So we've got the Nike logo and text on the strap. These come in several different colorways. So we've got black, white, navy, and kind of black and white combo. So there's plenty of different options. Price-wise, they're the cheapest of all of them so far, coming in just under £30, around £28 that we've seen from some of the retailers. And again, in terms of availability, pretty easy to cop on either Nike and other retailers like Foot Asylum and JD. Next up, we've got the Calvin Klein canvas slide, as we can see here. So we've got quite a classic look to these as well. So we've got the rubber kind of base to the slide, and then we've got the canvas strap with the Calvin Klein logo on the front. In terms of the colorway, there's been a few different ones. So we've got black and white, we've got the eggshell, sand, and we've got the pink as well. In terms of price, slightly more pricey and sits somewhere in between with some of the others. So these are coming in around £45. But availability wise, again, they're very easily available on Calvin Klein and can be found in some of the other retailers like Shoe and ASOS. Next up, we'll move into the designer slides. So we're going to kick things off with the Burberry vintage check slide. So these have the kind of, as the name suggests, we've got the classic Burberry check on the strap in a PU material, and then we have a rubber sole with leather lining. In terms of colorway, these are called Archive Beige, and these come in at around £290, and they're available on Burberry as well as some other retailers such as Harrods. Next up, we have the Balenciaga logo rubber slide. So these have a rubber material throughout, as the name suggests, but then we have this 3D Balenciaga logo on top of the strap. Colorway wise, they come in plenty of different colors. So these come in light green, beige, purple, black, as well as white. Pricing wise, they come in around £260, and they're available on Balenciaga and some other retailers such as Selfridges. Next up, we've got the Gucci rubber GG slide. As the name suggests, these come in a rubber material. Then we've got this cool Gucci monogram on the strap. And these come in all black colorway, and they come in slightly higher pricing at £320, and they are available on Gucci online. Moving on, we have the off-white industrial slider. So these are a black slider, but we have the classic off-white features such as the signature yellow industrial belt detail on the strap. And then we've got the white arrows with the words left and right text printed on the soles. These come in a PU material, and they come in a black and beige colorway. Pricing wise, they're a little cheaper, coming in at £165 compared to some of the last few like the Gucci. And in terms of availability, you can get them on Off-White, but also in some other retailers like Flannels, Farfetch, or Harrods. Next up, we have the embossed rubber slide by Bottega. So these are a rubber slide, but we've got this pretty cool look to them with this embossed kind of print throughout the slide. In terms of colorway, they come in plenty of different options such as green, black, brown, even khaki, and plenty of other colorways available. They come in around £300, and they're available on Bottega themselves or through some of the other retailers such as Flannels online. Lastly, for the designer slides, we've got the Palm Angels logo slide. So these come in a PU and rubber material, and then we have the Palm Angels logo in white printed on the strap. So these come in both black and red colorways as well as purple. Pricing wise, it's slightly cheaper than some of the others, coming in around £120, and they're available on Palm Angels as well as some of the retailers like Flannels and End. Okay, so that is a wrap. So there's plenty of different options of slides that are available this summer, both designer and high street. So it really depends what you're looking for, how much you're willing to spend, what colorway you want. But like I said, there's plenty of options, so let us know which ones you're feeling in the comments. And thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.